Hi there, Erin Johnson here, Outstanding Ohio's most resourceful realtor, and I'm here today with another Resourceful Realtor Thursday, helping you with all things home ownership. Today's topic is what stays and what goes when you sell your house. So I've had some situations recently where things have come under question about this, and I thought, you know what, this is something people probably don't fully understand or realize, so I'll just put out a little video about it. So first and most important, really, when it comes down to it, it's what's in the contract. Now, the contract doesn't always cover every little thing, so there are some general rules about things, but if there's something in particular that you want to make sure that it's known that is going to be excluded from the sale, you need to make sure that that is written in the contract. And on the buyer side, if there's something that you want to make sure is included that's important to you, you want to make sure that that's written in the contract, because that's what's ultimately going to come down to. But some general rules of thumb. So appliances. The way appliances are handled is there is a spot in the MLS when you list your house that you can say which appliances are included. That's kind of your guidance to any prospective buyer of what you intend to leave behind. But ultimately, like I said, it has to match in the contract. So if the buyer if you said that the washer and dryer were not included, that wasn't on the list, but the buyer writes in washer and dryer included on the contract, you have to give them the washer and dryer if you sign that. So you have to make sure that you're paying attention to what's in the contract. But generally speaking, in this area, people will leave their kitchen appliances, with the exception of like a countertop microwave that would typically not stay behind. But the refrigerator, the dishwasher, your stove would typically stay. If for some reason you want to take it, that's your prerogative, but generally speaking, it's expected that you would leave those kitchen appliances. When it comes to the washer and dryer, it's a little bit more 50-50. Some people will take them, some people will leave them. Again, you just have to make sure that you indicate what your intention is and double check what the contract says, and then follow through with that. Other things like that tend to be included and should stay with the house are window treatments, so any kind of blinds, curtains, light fixtures that are affixed, like ceiling fans that are in the ceiling. If it's a lamp or something, you would take that with you. But chandeliers, ceiling fans, light fixtures that are in the ceiling, those would stay with the house typically. Other things that are affixed to the house and kind of part of the house, like a bathroom mirror, would typically stay behind. And other mirrors, if you have like a mirror over your dresser, you would take that with you. Your furniture, your decor, pictures hanging on the wall, those types of things you would take with you. Sometimes there's questions about, there's things people want to keep that aren't standard. They have some kind of sentimental value. So a particular tree that you planted, or maybe there's a rock that has sentimental value. Those things, if you want to exclude them from the sale, your option is either to indicate that in the MLS and make sure it ends up in the contract, or preferably just remove those items before the house gets listed. So if they're not in the pictures, they're not there when they come for the showing, there's no doubt that that item is not included because it was never there. So that would be my best recommendation if you want to transplant a bush or a tree, or take a rock, or there's certain curtains that you really like, something like that. Go ahead and just take them down before it even gets listed. I had a family that had a chandelier in their family room that they wanted to take with them. They took it down before we took the pictures, so it was never in question. So if there are things that are questionable or that you do want to take, you can either indicate that it's excluded, make sure that ends up in the contract, or just remove them. There's other big items that are hard to move that maybe you want to leave behind, like a play set, or a hot tub, or maybe a pool table or a piano, something like that. If you want to say that that's included, you can, or try to negotiate with the buyer to buy them from you or something like that. You can try to do that. A shed would be another one. It's hard to move, so that typically ends up being included. But make sure, on the buyer side, that you're clear about what you're getting, and on the seller side that you're clear about what you're leaving, so that there's no confusion. What else? Shower curtains you should probably take those with you. Most people aren't going to want your shower curtain. Fireplace tools, those typically stay with the house. If there's a grate or a set of tools, radiator covers should stay. Other things that are debatable are like window air conditioning units. If you want to leave those, you can. If you want to exclude them, you can. So like I said, when it comes down to it, it really is what's in the contract, and you want to be clear about that. But generally speaking, if it's affixed to the house, it stays, and if it's not, it goes. And I hope that helps. If you have any questions, I'm always happy to help clarify and help you work through it. But hope you have a great Thursday. Thank you.